Fogo De Chao, where the city is fundraising to renovate the Eurosari swim stadium, also known as the Plunge, which has been closed since 2020. With help from community partners and individuals, the goal is to raise $5 million.
The total cost of the project is $14 million, and the city set aside about 9.8 so far, so it leaves a gap of about $5 million. So that's our goal, is $5 million. So this renovation is a complete overhaul of the facility, so all of the funds raised here will go directly towards that project. We will break ground this summer, and we anticipate that it will open at the very, very end of 2025. Fogo's done a great job. We're going to have some appetizers. We've got wine and beer. We've got some desserts from Susie Cakes. And really, it's just a chance for everybody to hear a little bit about the project. We'll have different ways for people to get involved. This is kind of just the let's go.
This is such a momentous occasion. Having been the city manager now here in El Segundo for little over 2.5 years, to be at this point right now is really wonderful. In fact, most of my time here, we've been discussing this at many levels: design, implementation, kind of working the process through the city council in terms of, identifying dollars to fund the renovation of the Plunge. So to really be at this point right now where we can see the light at the end of the tunnel is very exciting for me.
Our goal when the facility reopens is to sort of be more of the recreational facility, so a lot of learn to swim programs, adult fitness classes, place where you can kind of get a start, and then as you decide you want to advance your swimming skills or maybe get into competition, then you would move over to our El Segundo Wiseburn Aquatic Center on the other side of town. So we'll have a comprehensive program that'll address swimmers from infancy all the way through a competitive athlete.
One of our goals in El Segundo was to ensure that every student or every person had the ability to learn how to swim. And so that's why we subsidize swimming lessons here in town, and we just want to make sure and encourage everyone, because we live so close to the ocean, that everyone learns to swim.
This requires, I think the all-in price tag's $12 to $14 million, because it's an old building and we got to bring it up to code, we got to bring it up to American with Disabilities Act, we got to make it more user-friendly, we got to replace all the pump and filters, we got to replace the heater. There's a lot of work to be done in this facility, and we've exhausted everything from tearing it down, which would be a travesty, to building something outside, to doing a minimalistic approach. This is the right thing to do. The residents of El Segundo for a long time have said, we need you to build this Plunge. We need you to rebuild this Plunge and restore it to its greatness. So that's what we're about to do.
We're partnering with the South Bay Sports Health and Recreation, and CEO of that organization, Richard Lundquist, who's a great community philanthropist. He's partnered with the city. He'll be here this evening. We're excited to have him share a little bit about why he's involved in this project and what it means to him.
We invited key donors. Many of them helped support the aquatic center that we did with the Wiseburn El Segundo School District in City of El Segundo a few years back. And now we're doing this project. And honestly, we have a campaign, we have a goal. We want to raise $5 million to help the City of El Segundo make this amazing historic building come to reality for the residents. It really is the residents' pool, and we were happy to step in and support it.
Richard Lundquist is helping us raise this money. He's done that in the past for us. He's an incredible philanthropist, great asset to our community. So, yep, we're going to get it done.
He gives back and to so many organizations, and I'm just the lucky one that gets to be the person out in the community, get to know the people, get to represent him, and honestly, it's such a joy to me. I live in the South Bay, I raised my kids here, I now have grandkids here, so it's wonderful.
Generations of young swimmers have made fond memories at the Plunge since it opened in 1941.
Eurosari was the first director of the Plunge, so he opened the facility back in the 1940s. He went on to coach several water polo teams, swim teams, and he actually trained over 20 Olympians. And so in the early 70s, the city decided to name the facility after Mr. Sari in recognition of all the work that he did and all the contributions he made to the community.
There will be so many wonderful, I hate to say the word old-timers. We have a few of them here tonight who swam there, who coached there, who did raised Olympic athletes there. I think it will just be such a joy to this community. It's truly a historic building, and we're doing as much as we possibly can to keep it looking like that.
Well, this is like refurbishing all my old memories of the Plunge and what it's going to be and what it once was. So it was something that was really important in the lives of youngsters, and for somebody like me, it opened the doors for other things that I probably never could have gone into.
We've got the Wiseburn El Segundo Aquatic Facility that's for competitive events, water polo, swimming. This is going to be for recreational swimming right in our neighborhood.
Many a birthday party at the Plunge, absolutely. And the splash ball and the swimming and all of those things, and the drop-in swim at the summer when you just really want your kids to have an activity that doesn't involve you. It's nice to have a place like that.
I definitely remember the standing in line to try to get swim lessons for my kids. And then now they're playing water polo at the high school. So swimming, aquatics, it's all been a big part of what El Segundo does, and by making this pledge a premier facility like it once was, we're gonna honor the history that aquatics has played in our small town.
The Plunge is really one of those centerpieces to what makes El Segundo a community, and I think it's remarkable.
No one supports the town like the community of El Segundo supports their town. This is a special place to be, and we're all lucky to be here.
Just give. Open your wallets and give, and make this a reality, and make my effort so much easier.
The Plunge is expected to reopen in 2025, and if you'd like to donate, you can do so at the South Bay Sports Health and Recreation website, sbshr.org. For El Segundo Media, I'm Catherine Chen.